first, it's a DIY project that actually doubles as decor for any outdoor living space, and it's coming to us just in time for the hot summer season. We're showing you how to make your own barnwood planter box, and as a bonus, we're sharing the professional formula that lets you fill it like a gardening pro. A stylish project to pretty up a backyard patio, deck, or even your front porch. And for this project, we turn to the new guys in town who seem to blend luxe lifestyle with gardening decor and know how to. JJ and Todd, they're known as the Shade Guys. They're also known for their unique style that mixes modern with vintage elements for a slightly hipster vibe with an eclectic feel, the cool garden look that is really catching on. We're making these guys split up today, teach us in sections. We're starting with a rustic barnwood planter box for your backyard patio or your front porch. And of course, that reclaimed wood look is so hot right now. This is JJ Lund, one of the Shade Guys. That's a cool nickname.
Well, thanks. I like the nickname too. One of the Shade Guys.
We're so glad you're here. Your store is all the buzz, kind of a boutique garden feel down in Utah County, right?
Yes.
You're going to show us how to pull this off. Is it easy for the average DIYer to do?
You know what? It is. I'm going to show you in a few cool steps on how to do it.
Just a few steps and cool ones at that.
A few cool steps.
Nice.
I'll tell you what.
Okay.
So what we're doing is we're trying to bring this barnwood into style because there's so much modern and contemporary things going on in interior design these days.
We love the look of barnwood, right? But oftentimes it's not the most sturdy element to work with. So you're helping us recreate that with new wood.
Correct. Well, I'll tell you what. Before today, there's only two ways to get it. If you can find barnwood, it's super expensive.
Yeah.
And the other way is you probably have to steal it off your neighbor's barn.
And we don't encourage that.
No, I don't want to do that.
Okay.
So today I'm going to teach you how to not do either one of those things, make your own, and build some cool planter boxes.
What's the material we're starting with?
So this is a cedar. So what you want to do is you find a wood that's very porous.
Okay.
So I'm gonna teach you how to make the chemical reaction that will soak into the wood and change the color of it.
You're not just a shade guy, you're a scientist.
I am a scientist.
Pretty much.
Figuring this out here.
What's the formula?
Well, let me show you. So just go to any local supermarket.
Okay.
Get some white vinegar.
Got it.
Get a pack of steel wool.
Okay.
And all you do is you put this steel wool, pop the lid off, shove it down in there.
Okay.
If you have some old rusty nails, pieces of rebar, anything that's metal that you think would rust, you can put it in there too. Anything you can fit in this bottle, put it in there.
It's not going to be like a Diet Coke and Mentos reaction.
No, not near as much.
Okay, good.
All right.
But we'll see some action going on.
Put the cap on, but then you're actually going to set it aside.
Okay.
And you need to let it sit for like 6 to 10 days.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So while it's sitting, that gives you time to actually build the project that you want to put it on.
We're going to be tapping our toes, excited to get on this. There is something we can be doing in the meantime.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay.
So I'm going to teach you a couple simple ways to make some cool little planter boxes.
I'm ready.
Succulents are very in style right now.
Yes, they are.
They're easy to maintain. They're cheap. So why not build some boxes for them? So all I've done is cut 3 pieces of wood. That's 1x4 material you can buy anywhere.
Okay.
I've cut them at 18 inches long.
Nice.
I've also cut 2 more at 5 inches. I mean, it's as easy as putting them together like Legos. I even brought a nail gun for effect.
Oh, now you're getting fancy. For effect.
For effect, yeah. Okay. So let's just
there it goes.
Throw a nail in there, you know.
Not gonna lie, my heart did a little jump. I didn't know that was plugged in.
Mine still pounds too.
Okay.
Yeah, gets me every time.
Okay.
So anyways, long story short, I'm making that.
Yes.
Which turns into this.
And just hitting it at the end caps there with your...
I'm gonna hit it in the end caps. Just making it tight. I mean, you can pull it apart, whatever.
Nice.
If you don't have a nail gun at home, use a screw gun, some nails, whatever you have, really.
Do we need to create drainage in this?
It depends. If you're doing succulents, no.
Okay.
If you're doing planter beds for the outside box, yes, we will. But right now, for the succulent planter, we're not going to do that. So we built that. 10 days later goes by. We're going to get our mix here. We're going to get a strainer.
What does it look like after 10 days?
It kind of looks, it just gets darker.
Okay.
All we're doing is coloring the vinegar is what's happening.
Okay.
So you're going to get the strainer. You're going to strain this into a squirt bottle like this.
Okay.
And actually, look at that. I came prepared. This is what it's going to look like. Yeah.
This Shade guy, he's not messing around.
So strain that bottle into here, to a normal spray bottle. And then just like you're doing your hair in the morning, you're going to put a light moisture spray all over this box.
Did your wife coach you to say that?
She did. We practiced last night.
The female lingo. You're speaking our language here at Studio 5. I like it. I like it.
So you're going to do this, spray it on, and after about 20 minutes, this is the look you're going to get.
Cool.
And to prove that I actually did this, I didn't spray the bottom, Brooke.
Oh, look at that.
That's what the old color was.
And really only after 20 minutes is
20 minutes, yeah. So the longer you let it sit in this bottle, the darker it actually gets.
Okay.
I'm not going to lie, I forgot about it, so I only did it like 4 days ago. And so this is as dark as I got, but I'm saying that this is the look that I was going for today.
Pine wood now has that look of distressed barnwood that we're after.
Yeah, it brings so much contrast to to that new contemporary look, the white on white, the straight lines.
I love it. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Very
you're welcome.
cool. I'm going to head over here and talk to your buddy.
Okay.
All right, this is Todd Moyer. You prefer Moyer.
Yes, definitely.
It's like Target, right?
Yep.
You're going to show us now how to fill those boxes that we just built with the cool reclaimed look. And there's kind of an art and a science to this as well.
There is. Have you ever done one yourself?
I tend to call on others I know that can do it a little bit better.
That's all right.
Okay.
Well, we're just going to give you the basic breakdown of how to build your own planter. First, obviously, you want to choose your soil. We got some here. I don't like to fill it all the way to the top, just because when you're watering, if you fill it too much, you actually, the water's just going to spill off the edge. You're going to get color all over the side of your box.
So don't get too excited, is what
Exactly,
you're saying.
yep. And so we go about, leave about 1 inch to 2 inches under there, under the top, and then we just start here. Basically, have you heard of the thriller, filler, spiller?
I do know that.
Okay.
I've been doing this for a while,
Yes.
as in this show.
Perfect.
Thriller, spiller, filler. We want something that's going to go high and it's going to spill out.
And so what we have today, we've got our thriller, filler, and spiller. Because we have this amazing barnwood, we didn't want to hide all of it.
Right.
So what we're going to do, we're going to place these out. Basically, we're going to use this as our thriller. You've seen these before?
What is it?
It's red star dracania.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
cool.
It's got a nice look to it. Basically, we just come in here in the middle, get some of the soil away.
Now, how do you assess kind of the size? How many plants you're going to need to fill a box of this particular
So
dimension?
generally what I'll do, I'll lay it out first.
Okay.
And then I'll kind of see where I want my space to be.
Okay.
If you're buying planters, then you'll just adjust based on that.
Okay.
But if we're building them like we did today, I'll just lay it out and then I'll build my planter based on that.
You make it sound so simple, but in your brain it works out. In our brain we have to basically just copy what you do.
That's okay.
Okay,
That's okay.
all right.
Yep. But basically we're just going to pop this out.
Okay, in it goes.
Yep. Right in there.
And that one goes first, kind of your thriller that has the height.
Yep, exactly. And then we just fill the soil around it, make sure we cover up all the roots.
Got it.
And then, like I said, we get some filler in here. We just get some color.
Is there I was going to ask about color. Is there like a combination rule of thumb? Like how many colors is too many to go in one particular planter box?
So I usually do 3 to 4.
3 to 4, okay.
And then I just want to make sure that my foliages don't compete with each other. So I don't want to, do 2 colors of red that are going to be the same, that are going to compete with each other.
See, the years I have done my own boxes without supervision or help, it tends to look like a rainbow circus exploded on my front porch.
Yep.
So 3 to 4.
Yep. What we've done today, we've got red, we've got pink, we've got blue, and then we got lime green.
Okay. All right. Cool.
And so we just pop these in.
Yep.
Make sure we get our right up in there.
And how do you know when you're done? How do you know it's full and pretty and lush and it's going to serve you the season long?
Well, can I show you up here on our finished ones? Does that work?
Let's take a look at that. Here, I'll come this way.
Basically what we've done here, we've used all this same color combination. And, I generally will leave a little bit of space.
Yeah.
Because most of these things are going to get 8 to 12 inches. And it depends if you've got if you're doing something like you've got a wedding or something that you need it done earlier, you obviously can fill it up more full.
Got it.
But all these plants will get large. I mean, we've done the sweet potato vine. That'll get 10 feet. So
pretty.
If you don't have time, we fill it up a little bit more. If you do have time, and I suggest about 8 weeks to really let everything fill in. But one of the nice things is most of the nurseries that you go to, they're going to have one of these cool little cards.
Yeah.
And you can just read on the back. People get overwhelmed. They're like, how am I going to know how big this gets?
Right.
Most nurseries are going to have that. It's going to tell you it gets 8 to 12 inches tall, 8 to 12 inches
And
wide.
that's truth telling. We can go by that.
Yep, exactly.
Now, we talked to JJ a little bit about the succulents that are so popular.
Yes.
Quickly give us some maintenance tips. How is a succulent different than like a cactus?
Yeah, so basically, I mean, the nice thing with the succulents, they don't need a ton of water. And what I get a little bit frustrated about is everyone's going to say, oh, water it every 10 days, water it every 4 days. You can't really do that. You have to watch. You have to pay attention because everyone's going to use a different soil medium. And so you do want to just make sure that the soil stays moist, but you don't want it to get too dry. So you're going to have to actually play with that one. You're going to have to be a little bit hands-on. You can't just let it sit. And so one of the things I'll do is I'll check it, once every 8 to 12 days. And then if it feels like it's getting a little dry, we spritz it a little bit.
What an awesome project. JJ, get on in here. Todd and JJ, the Shade Guys, where do we find you too?
We're on YouTube, Facebook,
cool,
and Instagram.
And 435 South Geneva Road, Orem, Utah.
I'm going to pay you a visit. I've heard good things.
Yeah.
Thanks, you guys. This is
Come on
super
down.
fun.
Come on down.
There's your summer project, a DIY planter box, and the right art and science to filling it and making it look so